Opening residency was a fun 10 days, intensive 10 days, but you know what? We learned probably 3 years of an MBA in 10 days.
I think it's a great program as far as getting to know your classmates. I think you can gain a lot of value from the other people around you.
It was a little intimidating at first. I'm not coming from a business background. I felt like I was kind of the odd man out because I don't have any business background at all. But everyone's been very, very friendly. And I think it's been absolutely wonderful to meet the people that you're going to go through the program with and really be able to spend some time getting to know the people that you're going to be interacting with for the next anywhere from 3 to 5 years.
You kind of see that everyone's coming from different backgrounds, and I was a little worried because I don't have a business background. It doesn't really matter what your background is, and having a different background is actually probably going to be more helpful in the long run.
Everyone here has very different backgrounds, so you might have insight on a particular area, someone else has an insight, and the program makes everyone's idea in your group specifically come together.
I also enjoyed the opportunity to hear from a lot of the professors that we're going to have, and just spend about 2 hours with them sharing kind of an overview of their discipline. It was great to get to know a few of the professors, and then also it was great to have that level of grounding as we tried to put together the case.
I think anytime you do a case study like this one, I think it teaches you a lot about how to sort of look at this from an analytical perspective.
We just presented to Owens and Minor executives, and a lot of the stuff that we presented, they sat and looked at each other and said, wow, we hadn't even thought of that.
I have to tell you, I was amazing. It was amazing. I was very impressed by the students. And in 10 short days, how they got their arms around the case, they were able to determine what was relevant and to focus on some very practical recommendations from their perspective as to what we could do. And I think many of the recommendations are clearly actionable to us. They made sense, particularly given the students have only been exposed to the problem for 10 days. They dug into it, they learned a lot, they offered a lot of great ideas. Very impressive.
All of us are going to have to try to balance a work-life balance, but I think now that we've all been together for 10 intensive days, we're going to be able to better handle that for the next 3 years.
I think it's an absolute wonderful experience for the students, particularly as they start their MBA careers, because when you start with a broad strategic question, it forces you to consider strategy, operations, finance, acquisitions, a number of different dimensions, and to do that at the outside of their MBA career is invaluable.